Hey guys, what is up? It's SaveTheGate. Hope you're having a great day. As always, I'm doing something a little bit different. It's a Battlerite dev update for February 21st. I'm just going to run down like the notes and everything in case you didn't look into them. There's some pretty big changes coming up, and I just recently myself looked into them to see what they were, and I think it's going to be for like the better. I think the game's going to be a lot better in my opinion, just how everything is run in general. So it just opens up here with just saying, hey, hope you're enjoying the Legends of Quana, amazing outfits and all that. Nothing really important here other than like the quest for the Jade Horse, Silver War, or the Jade War Horse, Silver War Horse, and the Lunar War Horse, which is February 20th to 27th, February 27th to March 14th, and then March 6th to March 14th. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and take note. But this is where it starts to like actually get interesting is the leaderboards. They're actually going to make like an actual leaderboards, and it's first and foremost the leaderboards. Our goal of the leaderboards is to motivate our top players in the world, as players will be able to compare and contrast their rankings, which is really cool because they don't currently have anything like that I know of. Like League of Legends and like pretty much any other online game I've played always had like a leaderboard like this. So for the March patch, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that down there. For the March patch, we will include a top 200 leaderboard for solo, team 2v2, and team 3v3, separated into 5 regions. A global leaderboard will not be supported, as it is unlikely that players and teams will play enough across regions for the ranking to be meaningful, which kind of just means that whatever region you play the most games in, that's the region that your leaderboard will be affected in. Yeah, it'll show you like what rank you are, like in general, and then your ranking is like your like class or whatever they want to call it. Division was what I'm thinking of. Then like your win-loss rate, and then it'll tell you like what champions you've played and your win percents with them, which is pretty cool. And then it's like I said before, like there's not going to be enough people in each region, so it'll just do it based off of how many games you've played currently, and that'll go to the region that you get assigned to. But this is the pregame lobby. This is the thing that I'm looking forward to the most, and I've been talking about since I've played Battlerite, where I didn't really understand why there wasn't a pregame lobby like most online games, where you could like pick champions and stuff based off what your enemies are picking, especially in a game like this where like counter picking is so important, like team compositions and whatnot. So the idea behind pregame lobby is to enable players to create better, more strategic team compositions and allow for counter picking against enemy teams. When used as intended, the lobby will give players the ability to try new ways to combo and counter champions and compositions. Because of this added element of strategy, the pregame lobby will be found in League, Solo, and Team. So it's not going to be like in casuals. It's just going to be, from what I've read, in like ranked and team play, which is what it says right here. There'll be a lot of discussion on having a pregame lobby, and we've heard concerns about having one, exacerbating toxicity and forcing people into champions they aren't part in the current meta, which is like a huge thing in other games. Like League of Legends, if you play that game, you know that when you're in a pregame lobby, if someone has like an Urgot pick that isn't like really good in the meta, people will ban your pick just so you don't play that champion. I believe that's what they're talking about here. Like maybe Ezimo isn't a good champion right now, so if you hover over him in the pregame, people might ban him out. But there's no bans, which I'll get to later. So I'm not really sure like what they were afraid of, like the toxicity. I guess maybe people flaming you for playing a champion that isn't currently like good in the meta. But yeah, ultimately there is a balance to be found. We believe we have found it, but we'll closely be monitoring the reports to make adjustments as needed. Players who report teammates for not choosing what they consider an on-meta pick will be regarded as abusing the report system. So what they're saying is, if you report somebody because it's like they're playing Jade's not a good champion, they're going to ignore that report and they're just going to report you for abusing their system. So how it works. First, there will be a system to downvote unfavorable maps in the lobby settings before matchmaking, which will mean It'll be less likely, though not impossible, to play on those maps. It's a feature that will be supported in both casual and ranked, which means if you don't like playing on certain maps, you can downvote so you don't play on those maps, but you could still end up playing on those maps. So I guess that's kind of cool. I don't really ever like diss on a map. There's none that I really hate. Just as the queue system works now, you'll pre-select your champion before matchmaking, enter the queue. If you're playing in casual, you then go directly into your game. Once matchmaking has been found, nothing has changed there. In ranked or in league, once everyone is found, you would then be placed in a pregame lobby. So this is the pregame lobby screenshot. Like you're highlighting over your character, and then it should show like the other team's locks. Well, not the other teams, but your other players on your team's locks, but it doesn't. The first couple of things you'll notice is that you'll be able to see your team's pre-selected picks and have an idea of what champions they want to play initially. In order to enable better team strategy and give swapping an edge in drafting, you'll be able to select your teammates' pre-selected champions. We have some concerns over how much this will be used for griefing, but we have ideas in mind to adjust the lobby if it works. If not being abused, it'll be monitored in feedback. So what they're saying is if your teammate has like Jade picked and you don't want them to play Jade for whatever reason, they're afraid that you're going to take Jade from them rather than like ban it out, since you can't ban it, which I'll get to. They're not going to have any bans. But that's what they're talking about here. Also, you'll notice that you'll be unable to see opponents' pre-selected champions picks or usernames. Usernames will remain hidden until loading game, which is just like, so I guess so you can't like snipe them if they're streaming maybe, which is not really important. There are many different ways we can implement a draft mode for League, and ultimately decided on a simultaneous draft. The first two players on each team will pick at the same time, and then their picks are revealed so everyone in the lobby. The next two players will then pick their champions. Since each team's picks are revealed as the draft goes on, players will be able to create synergistic teams and avoid bad matchups. Once all players have been picked, there'll be a period of time where you can swap champions, and then everyone will load into the game. Now, what I'm thinking here is right now you can have mirror matches. Like, there can be more than one Jade in the lobby. There can be more than one Baka. Like, you could have the exact same team on each side. I think now, like, the only reason I could think of, like, having a swapping system is so that your champion doesn't get taken. So I'm assuming now in League, there's not going to be any more, like, mirror matches. So you won't have two Jades, two Bakos, two Ez. Like, it won't happen. That's what I'm getting from this. They haven't, like... I haven't read anything about it yet, but that's like my prediction of why there will be swapping. So let's get to the next part. So pretty much everything else here is just going over what they've already said. And then the preseason will end on March 7th. When Season 1 begins, players who participate in the preseason will be eligible to receive the following rewards depending on their highest league achieved throughout the preseason. So if you were bronze, you're going to get a preseason avatar for bronze and 3 silver chests. If you were silver, you're going to get a preseason avatar for silver, 5 silver chests, 500 tokens. Gold, you're going to get the gold avatar, 3 golden chests, 1,000 tokens. For platinum, you're going to get a preseason avatar for platinum, 5 gold chests, 1,750 coin or tokens. For diamond, you're going to get the diamond avatar, 7 gold chests, 2,500 tokens. For champion, you're getting the champion avatar, 7 golden chests, 3,500 tokens, and 1 legendary outfit chest. And for grand champion, you're going to get the grand champion avatar, 7 gold chests, 5,000 tokens, a legendary outfit chest, and then you're going to get Guan the champion's war lion. See more details below, which is just a mount, I believe. And this is going to be all about Season 1, which starts on March 7th, which I'm really hype about. Season 1 will begin on March 7th and will overlap slightly with the Legends of Quana, which ends on March 14th. Rankings will be reset and the leaderboards will officially begin. Additionally, for this coming patch, there will be some matchmaking adjustments from here on out. New seasons will be regularly scheduled every 2 to 3 months and average 10 weeks. So that answers anyone's questions like I had when I first started playing the game, was how often do seasons get reset? From now on, it's going to be every 2 to 3 months, and they're going to average 10 weeks. So it's going to be, from what they said here, it'll last from March So it'll be March, April, May, and then you'll have like 10 weeks of the play, and then it'll go on for the next 2 to 3 months. So with season 1 and onward comes new reward system that players can view rewards available during a season and pick and choose which ones they would like to pursue. Completing daily quests will progress you on the rewards path you choose. You will be able to have 3 of these reward paths open at a time, and will be able to switch between the paths whenever you like. But only one active path will receive progress for completed dailies. Some of these rewards will be unique to their season. Others will help you unlock champions or earn in-game currency. More specifics on this reward system will be revealed in patch notes. So I'm a little confused because I don't really know how the reward system worked before, because I started playing during this current preseason. So I actually have no idea like what the reward system was before. So if you have any idea what it was, leave it in the comments down below, because I am interested in knowing what it was. And with this new system, we'll be moving away from the end of season placement-based rewards. Instead, allow the reward system mentioned above to give players unique seasonal rewards. We want players to feel motivated to compete, and we want our top players to feel good about their achievements. But we don't want players who aren't at this level to feel that they're missing out on cool rewards to purely due to their rank. For those reasons, season 1 onward will no longer be rewards according to your highest league achieved at the end of the season. Instead, we will be following in place alongside with the reward system mentioned above. So Guan, the Champions War line, will become permanently unlocked via any achievement instead of a temporary reward. Once a player reaches or has reached Grand Champion in their account lifetime, will be able to claim this mount permanently. So I guess that means that you can get this mount permanently as long as you eventually hit Grand Champion at least once. And it's permanent, so you'll never lose it. At the end of this season, in a leaderboard position 1 through 5 will receive a unique title to highlight their achievement, which is pretty cool. And a new mini feature hits will support league avatar frames throughout the season. Your avatar frame will represent your current league and division so that players can feel a better sense of progression. This frame can be disabled in the options menu if desired. More specific details on the system explained in patch notes will come with. We hope this has gotten you all excited for upcoming and can't wait to kick off season 1. Until then, enjoy Legend of Quana. Let us know your feedback, and we'll see you in the arena. So that was just a recap of what's going to happen in the upcoming patch this week. I think it's this week or next week actually. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a little different than what I usually do. It's not like gameplay based, but it is like Battlerite based. I want to start doing more Battlerite content. If you guys enjoyed this and maybe you want to see me do other patch notes in the future, let me know. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell to turn notifications on. Till next time, guys, keep it real.